Hi, I'm Amber, trauma therapist and mama of four, and this is where we teach kids how to stay safe one letter at a time. If you're new here, like, subscribe, and comment below why you're even here. Let's get into letter B. So on YouTube, you guys like things quick and to the point. So let's get into it. No need for fluff. So by the end of this video, you will learn how to teach your child to say no with confidence, without shame or fear. Simple boundaries, phrases, and practices at home, even if no one taught you growing up. Why enforcing boundaries actually protects your child from unsafe situations. How honoring your child to say no helps you heal your own inner child. And what to do when family or friends push back and say, but I'm their auntie. We don't care. It's B for boundaries, okay? So today is B for boundaries. If you were raised in a house where no was seen as disrespect, this one is for you, especially for the millennials. Because you know back in the day, which is crazy, that's back in the day, that we couldn't even say no. If that we did, that was considered disrespectful. So many of us were never taught how to set boundaries because we were always told that we couldn't. And now we're trying to teach our kids what we never got. So this video is gonna do a deep dive in all this. So in my book, The ABCs of Safe Touch, I talk about B is for boundary. So this is so important to teach boundaries early. This helps protect children from unsafe situations. So this is the ABCs of Safe Touch. The link will be in my bio. And then we also have a workbook called I Know What to Do. Some examples of how to teach boundaries early to help your child be protected in unsafe situations. Here's one example. You don't have to hug anyone you don't want to. So how many times is it a family gathering and someone comes in the house and it's your aunt or the uncle and they're like, give me a hug. And then your child doesn't want to give them the hug. And then you're like, oh, just give him a hug. You know, it's uncle, whatever. We're not doing that anymore, okay? A lot of these situations that are inappropriate with children in SA happen with family members and at family gatherings. So we are no longer pushing the hug. If our child doesn't want to hug, they're not doing it, okay? So another example would be your body is your space and you can say stop. So that's another important. So if somebody touches your child and you're teaching them boundaries, let them know that they always have the ability to say stop. The next one would be you can say no even to adults. So like I said, growing up, who was able to say no to an adult? We weren't allowed. That was considered disrespectful. Even if, would that be considered talking back? I think so. You know, don't touch me. Oh, you're talking back. We're not doing that. So this generation of children, we're raising them to be able to say no even to adults, to anything when it comes to boundaries. Okay, so some other phrases could be like, I don't like that. Please stop. That makes me uncomfortable. So those are some examples that you can teach your children. So then you're going to have the critics, right? Why are you being so soft with your kid? Why are you allowing them to say no to Uncle Johnny's hug? We don't got time for that. So we're reframing our thoughts with our family, because again, families would be the biggest predators or perpetrators in many of the situations that I have seen. In 13 years of therapy, it's never a stranger. 99.9% is never a stranger. So when they come to you, here's some examples that you could say, that you may hear. They may say, oh, you're not being, too soft on your child. You're being considered safe. So if somebody's saying, oh, you're being soft, let them know that you're being safe. Also, boundaries are not considered rebellion. They are preparation. All right. So we're preparing. We are getting our kids ready for if something does about to happen, they know where to say no. Okay. And this isn't just for your child. This is for your healing too. So if you're new to this channel and you're a trauma survivor, or you're a cycle breaker, a generational curse breaker, that you were SA'd as a child and you don't want the same thing to happen to your child, this is the right channel for you. And if it's not for you, share with somebody that it is for. Okay, so again, this isn't just for your child, this is healing you too, because that's going to heal you if you help your child to avoid being SA'd. Okay, so lastly, again, let's raise kids who don't freeze when they feel unsafe, because they've been taught that their voice matters, all right? So that B is for boundary this week. Subscribe and follow along as we move through the ABCs together, because silence ends here. See you next video for letter C. Thanks for watching. Want to keep your kids safe and confident? Hit subscribe and check out the ABCs of Safe and Unsafe Touchbook and Workbook below. And remember, your voice is powerful. Use it.